Hello and welcome to Effect Skateboarding's first Blender 3D tutorial. Now today I'm using Blender 2.48a and we're going to be going over the basics in Blender 3D. Nothing advanced here. This is just going to be a simple tutorial that will help you to navigate through Blender and be able to, well, basically navigate through Blender. So, why don't we get started here? So, first basic thing here that we're going to need to know is how to, create new files and add them. So, to create a new Blender file, go File, New, and Erase All. Right here, I'm just going to do a quick check to see if my audio's lined up real quick. So, click, 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 click. Okay, just checking. Alright, so File, New. Now you can open Blender files if you've saved them, and you can open recent. If you've made files already, you can open recent ones, such as these. You can recover your last session. You can save as. Pretty basic stuff right there. And then down here we have our 3D view with our cube, and you're probably wondering how to rotate your view. So let's just start off by rotating by holding Alt, left mouse button, and moving around. So now you can move your cube around in any way that you want. And to go back to your default view, go down to View, Top, or number pad 7. Excuse me. You also have other views, such as side view, front view, top view as we've discussed, and camera view. Your camera view is for when you render things. We're not going to go into that today. Go back to your top view, or numpad 7. Another quick thing that we're going to need to go over is our different modes down here. The only two that we're going to need to know for now is object mode, which is just looking around at a normal 3D object and only being able to move it. To move, you press G key and then you move, and if you want to keep the movement, you left click or right click to go back to where you were. Also, to change the size of any object, press the S key and move your mouse in and out. Or if you want to scale it, say twice the size, you press the S key and then you press number pad 2, and then you press enter. But I'm just going to right click because I don't want to change that. Now over here we have draw types. The ones that we're going to be using most are solid, which we're in right now. Solid, you can't see through it. Or we have wireframe, which is just the outer edges that make up whatever object that you have selected, or any others. A shortcut to switch between those is tab, I'm sorry, not tab, the Z key. Now I'm back in solid mode. We can also smooth objects out. So say you have a cube here and it's a bit too pointy, you go down here, press set smooth. Now it's smooth, just looks a little weird, and go back to set solid. Also, we have different tabs down here. We have a scene tab, or scene tab, I think. And here you have where files are going to save to if you animate something or render things, render current frames, render options. You can animate things where it's a bunch of rendered frames put together to make an animation. Also, over here you have your game framing settings, like this, resolution. Over here is quality of your render, like the size, like PC is 640 by 480, preview 640 by 512, and so on and so forth. So anyway, also we have different image types. The standard is JPEG, so if you want to make a movie, I'd recommend going to QuickTime. and it'll save it as a QuickTime file. Come out nice. Also, we have our object tab. Pretty much this is a bit of materials and vertex groups. This is for your mesh. We're not going to be talking about any of this today. These are like animation settings, draw settings, like if it's shaded, solid, wireframe, bounds, and whatnot. Over here is our materials, and here you can change the color of your object by changing your red, green, blue slider. So if I want something red, I can put the red all the way up and drag the other colors down, and you have a preview over to your left. Also, you can add more special effects, like so your object is like kind of like a mirror, and you can see that preview over here once it loads. So it's kind of reflecting off. You can also have your object transparent, so you can see through it and stuff. We also have, we don't need to go over any of this right now. That's more advanced. Scripting is advanced, we'll stay out of that. Logic, this is for games and more of like physics simulations that are made in the game engine. So if you want to make like a physics simulation of a box falling downstairs, something, you have to create your box like this, make some stairs, set this as a rigid body, an actor, so like bound your box and stuff like that. But that's a bit too advanced for right now, so we'll stay out of that. And that concludes our first basic tutorial on Blender, and we'll figure out another one to do. I will see you guys later.